Good evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jessie Hawila. Thanks for joining us here on WFAA+. It's been a warm day today. The temperature 88 degrees at Fort Worth right now. It's 88 at DBU. Winds are out of the southeast at 8 miles per hour. So if you look at temperatures, we're above normal, but not by a significant amount, 4 degrees. So yeah, it's definitely hot for sure, but not a record. The record's 103 set back in 2011. Low this morning, 73. That has been a difference maker. So if you go back to the last several mornings, we've had mornings with lows in the 60s, mid 60s, upper 60s. And now we're starting to crank up the humidity a little bit. So we're starting to get a little bit warmer. So while the mornings are still fairly pleasant, they're not as refreshing as they have been for as long as they have been. But temperatures are starting to climb again. And as we go to the weekend, it'll be hot. The record low is 50, set back in 1902. Looking at our rainfall, we're only about it's about 3/4 of an inch of rain for the month at DFW, which is running a deficit of about a half an inch. Still have a surplus for the year of about 2 inches. It looks like we're going to be adding to this deficit for the month, and of course taking away a little bit from the surplus over the next couple of weeks as we are in a pretty dry pattern overall as high pressure remains in control. More on that in a second. 88 now, humidity again starting to creep up. In fact, I'll go back to show you dew points in the mid 60s. We had periods of time where dew points were in the upper 50s, and that's pretty comfortable air. When you start approaching the mid 60s with dew points, it's the true measure of moisture in the air. That's when you start to get a little bit sticky. So things are getting a little bit humid across North Texas. Ragweed is high. Chenopod's, that's high. It's tumbleweed. Elm is moderate and fungus is low. Lows tonight, like we were saying, not as comfortable as it has been. We keep going up. We were in the mid 60s, then upper. Today we're low 70s. Tonight, tomorrow, mid 70s. 75 Dallas, 73 Terrell. You get the idea. Low to mid 70s across North Texas. And then highs tomorrow, real close to what we saw today. I think we're hitting, 95 Fort Worth, 94 Dallas. There'll be some low 90s scattered in there. Humidity again a little bit higher. That will be noticeable. So heat index values will be in the upper 90s. So it's going to be a hot weekend. Saturday, the normal high is still 90, but the record, remember 2011, it's 107. So if you're not from here, from North Texas, or you've not lived here long, 2011 was a really rough summer. It's up in the ranks with 1980. It's one of the hottest summers we've ever had. So that's, the records extend into September from there. Here it's clear skies, comfortable over the next few days. Temperatures stay close to normal, high pressure in control. So that just means we stay dry for the most part. One thing I'm watching though, as we get into about Thursday, I would say Wednesday night to Thursday, the ridge breaks down just a little bit. And as it shifts a little farther to the west, can bring in a little chance of rain, but really overall, it's pretty dry. I mean, I can bring in about a 10-20% coverage of rain Wednesday night to Thursday. But over the next 7, most of North Texas is going to stay dry. It's the Panhandle. It's West Texas that has the better chances of rain over the next 7 days, including through the weekend. They'll have some scattered thunderstorms in those areas. And deep South Texas, right along the coast between Corpus and Brownsville, they'll have some rain, but most of the state stays dry as high pressure remains in control. So, dry weekend, dry most of the work week, little chance of rain there. Well, I'm going to be watching that again. Right now, it's just a 20% coverage, but that's going to be the thing I'm looking at when I'm looking at the new data is how's the ridge breaking down as we go through the weekend and early next week. As I look ahead, is it going to be enough to bring in that chance of rain? Right now, 20% chance, and then temperatures stay above normal. It's going to be on the warm side for sure. The normal high drops to 88 degrees. If you look here, Tuesday's high normally 89, then it drops to 88 on Wednesday, so that's why the deficits look like that, or the surplus of the temperature looks like that. And then we're down to low 90s by Friday as that ridge goes down just a little bit. Tonight, 75 degrees. It's a warmer night tonight with mostly clear skies. Light winds tonight, tomorrow 95. A lot of sunshine tomorrow, dry and hot. Light winds out of the south 5 to 10. 14-day forecast. There's the dry stretch, and there's the chance of rain. Thursday, scattered showers and a thunderstorm cannot be ruled out. We'll keep you updated on that. You look at the high temperatures over the next, 7 there, and then the following 7, not a lot of shifting. Really just kind of staying pretty close to 90 degrees on either day, a few degrees off of that here or there. We'll keep a chance of rain in at the end of the 14-day forecast, which a very important day, of course, in North Texas. Every year, it's the opening day for the State Fair of Texas. Big Tex makes his return in just 2 weeks from now. And right now, it looks like high temperatures are close to normal in the middle and upper 80s, and we'll bring in just that really slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Thanks for joining us on WFAA Plus, and have a great weekend.